welcome to my warm kitchen on a very cold winter day. Hello everyone, it's me, Homestead Tessie. Today I'm trying something different, something I've never tried before, but as I read a lot about history and the Great Depression, they were and will always be the most frugal people in the world, in my opinion. And they are teaching me the skills. So I'm going to show you this. This was from 1944. And this was the Pillsbury Diamond Anniversary Recipes. In this book, it explains the yeast sponge. And I'm going to try this. I'm going to try it for a whole week and see how it works. What they did was they made a sponge. And in that sponge, they would keep it in the refrigerator. They would take out cups of the sponge and use it to make bread. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see how the bread is and what we like about it. So here is the main sponge recipe, and then this you keep in the refrigerator, and then here is all the different kinds of breads that you can use making it. So this is something very different for me. I've never done this before. The yeast sponge itself is 2 cups of milk, 4 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of salt, 3 tablespoons of shortening, and we will talk about that in a minute. 2 cakes of yeast. I'm going to need to look up to see how much yeast that is. And then 2 cups of lukewarm water and 6.5 cups of flour. I'm going to go ahead. You're supposed to warm up the milk and the shortening. Now you could use lard, and I will be using lard. I have bacon lard, but I'm following the 1944 recipe, and that's Crisco. Yes, it is Crisco. It is shortening. You can substitute it for lard, but to be authentic, I want to follow the exact recipe for the homemakers in 1944. So, and I assume the homemakers in 1944 would have used lard, but it calls for shortening. So, go figure. But it's just really a neat recipe book, and I had this a long time. I got it at the thrift store. It's actually worth a little bit of money if you want to buy it on eBay, but I will try to see if I can find in the description box the link that you can print out the recipe. So these old books are found also free on the Internet Archives. Internet Archives is a search engine that has all kinds of these very old type of books. I'm giving you the link. Then in the search bar, you need to type in Pillsbury Diamond Recipes. I will try to share with you the exact link if I can. I'm very careful about links on YouTube because they do frown upon that. So I have to be very careful about my links. If you're part of my Facebook group, then you'll find it and you'll be able to see the exact one. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to double this. And we're going to put it in here, and then we are going to make some official, homemade 1944 bread using the sponge. 4 cups of milk because I'm doubling this. Six tablespoons of shortening, 8 tablespoons of sugar, and 4 tablespoons of salt. And now we're going to go ahead and heat it up till the shortening's melted. And now we're going to add 3 tablespoons of yeast to 2 cups of water, to 4 cups of water. The salt that I used had some herbs in it, so you will see some herbs floating in this. That's all right because I'm basically using this for herb bread. All right, so this is a nice sponge, and this is what it looks like. Now, like I said, there's a little bit of herbs in here, but that won't matter. Next time I'll probably use the salt without the herbs in it, but I make a lot of onion bread, and I have herbs in that. So here we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this into our jar. But first, we're gonna take 3 cups of it out. So now it's so simple. It's 3 cups of the starter and 6 cups of flour. Permanent solar unit in the house now. And I will be taking over there and putting it over there. That way it does not take any electricity to run the bread machine. So we're going to run the bread machine, and it's going to rise, and when it's done through the cycle, then we're going to go ahead and put it in our bread pans. It's very warm in here with the wood stove, so it will rise quickly, and then we'll bake the bread.
In my entire life, like this one was, I listened to the singing, and I listened to the music, and I listened to the preacher.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and work on some of my flour here. I want to grind this up and put it with my flour. So I'll be working on that too. So that's a small one. 1, and 2. So we're going to set the pan like this. I'm going to set that on top like that. And that is how you're going to rise some bread dough without it being too hot, because if I had it directly on the wood stove, that would be too hot. So we're going to try this.
I want another piece.
You can have plenty. Just give me a minute when I'm done videotaping. Product reviews. Product reviews. I mean, it turned out perfect. I mean, that is amazing. Amazing. I could make hamburger rolls. And it tastes better than store-bought. Absolutely amazing. Oh, this would make such good egg. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is a keeper. That is a... So this is the bread that you're seeing me making the following day for lunch. I think it was the following day. I'm not sure which day this was, but this is the recipe that I use now for all of my bread. Once you make the sponge, you have that sponge, you can keep it in your refrigerator 1 to 2 weeks. All you do is you take 3 cups of the sponge and add 6 cups of flour, and you're done. You just put it in the bread machine. It makes the most delicious bread in the whole entire world. It is so soft, and the texture is absolutely amazing. So I will be using that bread from now on. I hope you give it a try. Making the sponge takes a little extra effort, but let me tell you what, it is worth it in the end. Hey, thanks everybody for watching today's video. If you're not subscribed, would you consider subscribing? That way you get notified of my daily videos. Please make sure you ring that notification bell and select Notify All. If you are subscribed to my channel, can you do me a really big favor? Just check to make sure you are still subscribed, because every once in a while, YouTube will like to unsubscribe people from my channel. It makes a huge difference for me if you, every once in a while, just check and make sure that you're subscribed and you click that notification bell. Take care, everyone. We'll see you guys on the next one.